Hey folks, Pops here, and we're checking out the X10 from StilL 630. This is the 10th release in their experimental collection. And this one, my friends, this one's a little different. This one is about pirates, it's about sword fighting, it's about lost treasure. Okay, maybe not. It's all about rum though. So why don't you join me, we dive in and check out a rum that's going to be different from anything else you've ever experienced. All right, folks, the X10 is indeed a rum. It is a spiced rum. It starts life as StilL 630's Expedition Rum, which is a product that they have on the market. And it's aged for about 21 months in the 15-gallon barrels that are standard issue at StilL 630. From there, it ultimately gets infused with spices and a mix of spices that I'll run down through in a minute, and then bottled at 100 proof. So once again, maintaining that consistency with the different X releases in terms of proof. This one though has a very, very interesting spice mix, and I'm going to pronounce these things wrong, so I apologize. It has piloncillo, which if you don't know what that is a product of cane juice that's boiled down to a thick syrup. It's about as close to raw sugar as you're going to get short of chewing on a sugar cane. And it's going to add a lot of deep rum-like notes, which is what you would expect in a rum, right? But it's a nice additive to the spice to kind of enhance that thing and almost get to a burnt caramel flavor as well. Then they add in vanilla beans, coriander, ginger root, coconut, grains of paradise, cubed peppers for a nice twist, orange peel, cocoa nibs, and finally cinnamon chips. Clearly there's a lot of things going on here, and I can tell you, just if you take a close look at it, it's not your Captain Morgan spice rum, folks. This is serious stuff, and if you get close here, it's dark, it's cloudy. In fact, when I picked up my sample, David, the owner, told me to shake it up before tasting it and let all the spices in it mingle, because it's unfiltered. So it's not for the faint of heart. And for those of you who insist on having chilled filtered whiskey because you don't like it getting cloudy, this will scare the ever-living crap out of you. It shouldn't, but it might. So all that said, lots of spices. And as an aside, several months ago, I had paid the folks at StilL 630 a visit. And when I walked down there, they were testing a whole bunch of different spice macerations to work on a spice rum. I don't know if it was for this one or for something in the future, but they had about 30 to 40 different things, from ginger root and coriander to cube peppers, things of that nature, all that have been macerated in alcohol, and they were tasting them and testing different mixes. And I tried some stuff which it was a lot of fun, because what you would smell versus what you would taste were completely different. You would have thought they were different products if you were blindfolded. But what I learned from that process was it takes a lot of work to find the right balance of spices to go into a spice rum, so it's not too overpowering, and that it is a flavor that's approachable enough for the masses. You can make something that you like, but no one else is going to like it. But ultimately, that was a kind of a nice precursor for me to actually be able to try this version of a spice rum, which is part of the release series. So that being said, let's go ahead and get straight into it. Wow, I mean, when you talk about noses that pop, this has got it in spades. There's so much going on, from the ginger to the vanilla to the orange to the cinnamon. It's all going on here, and like I said, that stuff is really dark and murky. Wow, holy crap. Big burst of orange on that in the front. It's spicy. It doesn't really burn. The cinnamon just cuts off just quick enough before it really kind of grabs the tongue. Wow. That's some intense stuff. It's not, I wouldn't say it's overpowering, slapping you in the face, but it is definitely going to make you pay attention. And quite frankly, I don't think I could sip on that for a long time. It would probably kill my taste buds outright with a full glass or two of this. And so it's not mellow enough, I guess. I like a good sipping rum. This just isn't there. And that's okay, because to be fair, spice rums, at least in my opinion, aren't something that I want to sit and drink a lot of, just because they're too much on their own ultimately. And I know there's going to be some rum aficionados out there that feel differently, and that's fine. But for me, a good spiced rum is more something that I either want to just have one small pour of, or I want to mix it with something. And, you know, if you know your Captain Morgan history, it was created originally to be mixed with Coke. I mean, Diageo when they created it, set out to have something that would complement well with that beverage and allow people to drink it as a very simple mixed drink, cocktail, if you will. This, on the other hand, is not that, in that this is very bold and is not going to be for everyone. But man, it's cool in terms of drinking curious and trying something that's really different, but yeah, that would wear you out. But because we do drink curious here, and because we think we should explore things in a lot of different ways, I did in advance prep myself with a rum and coke made with the X10. So, you know, the nose obviously gets very muted being added into the coke, but you're still picking up a lot of that ginger. That's pretty damn good. Quite frankly, that's really good. I find Captain Morgan and Coke to be a little too sweet because this one's got bolder flavors and it's not sweet. It's really kind of a nice balance. The Coke brings enough sweetness on its own, and this has got the spice that's kind of cutting through and is strong enough to stand up and say, hey, there's booze in here. I think that's a legit adult rum and coke right there. If that's a flavor profile you like, in fact, you could give this to somebody. I don't know if they necessarily think it was rum. They would know it was booze and they would know it tastes really good. In that case, I think that's a winner there, and I'll probably finish drinking the rest of this when we're done filming. That said, you know, the X10 is pretty cool in the sense that it's different. It's taking a real chance with the spices. It's being bold. It's not going to be for everyone, and that's kind of fun. And hopefully they'll get some feedback from the group, from everybody who's sampled it, and tweak it a little bit. I think if they want to make a mainstream spice rum for their consumers, StilL 630 is going to have to take it back a little bit. But this one's kind of fun. Hopefully I'll share it with some folks and put it in their cokes when they come and visit and try something different. So I would say, you know, and this one needs to be modified a little bit before it comes out as another product release. But a great example, once again, of these guys doing some fun things and pushing the envelope for all of us to enjoy as we continue this journey. All right, well, that's it for the X10 review. And up next will be the X11. We're getting very close to the 12th release, which will mark a full year of drinking through the experimental collection, which I'm very excited to do. But until then, guys, remember, drink curious and share what you drink with your friends. Until next time, cheers.